Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, or good evening, good morning, wherever you are watching this Send Button meeting. My name is Bederick, and I'm one of the many voices of TBC around the globe, and we are so delighted. We are so delighted to have you again. Each time when it is Monday, 5 p.m. West African time, we are so excited for another Send Button meeting because these are the meeting, or this is the meeting that when you come here, you have some of the latest happenings in the Billion Coin community. And I want to appreciate all the leaders that are here with me on Zoom, and I want to thank them for supporting me and to say that we are always having an exciting Send Button meeting. So guys, I'll quickly share my screen with you, and so that we go to the blog, okay? Let's go to the blog and quickly see what we have on the blog so far, okay? So if you look at the blog, the admin has put together some interesting articles for us. So let's together go through it, okay? So let's go through the recent blog posts. We might be having, I know it's kind of slow, probably network, okay, that's fine. So guys, we shall first of all look at our confidentials, okay? Our confidentials, this is what remains here. It means whatever we say here remains to those that watch the Send Button meeting. You have no right to share this you have no right to share this link to people who are not Cibician or people who are not active in the community. So if you have ever wondered why we call these Send Button meetings, it's because admin would turn off the send buttons of both the buyer and seller of any transactions if TBC is discounted. I would like to bring some clarity to why admin and the type of blockchain we use are unknown. Short answer is security is very expensive. TBC is rolling out and not fully developed at this time, yet it's highly functional today. The admin fee is ridiculously low to bring the barrier to entry into the TBC community very low. We are on a mission to help the poor rise out of poverty, so we have kept the cost down as much as possible to run a sustainable operation. Remaining unknown reduces the chances of attacks so that we can continue to grow organically. As funds grow, so will our tech and admin structure. And with enough funds, high level of security can be put into place. We are self-funded operation on the admin fee. We are debt-free. We are self-regulated. We are private. As of now, inactive member not paying the monthly admin fee have a spending limit of 1 transaction a day up to 5 kringles. The wallet software code will not allow them to do more than that. This should eliminate 90% of the TBC discounting activity we have been experiencing for such a long time. So with this being a redemption period, we need to simplify the rules for those active members. 1 rule: don't do over 100 kringles in transaction in a day. I hope that 1 rule is clear. If you need to break the rule, contact the TBC commissioner through the request form and ask for permission first, right? So guys, you can see the form. If you want to do a transaction that is greater than 100 kringles, you must contact the commissioner and get that form filled, okay? Otherwise, if an active member breaks the 1 rule, then the TBC commissioner will turn off their send button of the sender only. They will need to make another admin fee payment before the TBC commissioner will be willing to turn their send button back on. As an active member, both those accounts will have a spending limit of 100 kringles per day for 2 additional admin fee payment on the account before the spending limit restriction is lifted. So turning off your send button and this spending limits for 2 months is meant to be used to train you to obey the rule. This is the distribution phase of TBC, and we need to protect that distribution from false transaction verifications. True Cibicians are 100% honest in all of their dealings. TBC admin pays the salary of the TBC commissioner who protects all of us from those that will discount our coins from their lawful value. And we all should be thankful that the value of our coins are protected. It takes a great deal of admin fees to pay the annual salary of our TBC commissioner. And this is just one way admin supports the TBC community with the admin fees collected ongoing. All contests are now based on renewals and no longer sign-ups. So guys, admin is telling us here that our contest is now based on renewals. And for the first place, the first winner will go home with 200 grains of gold, which today is valued 647.13, equivalent to 0.08012 BTC. And the second place goes home with 100 grains of gold, equivalent to $323.58 and equivalent to 0.04000 BTC. That's Bitcoin. Third place goes home with 50 grains, which is equivalent to 161.78, equivalent to 0.02000 BTC. And for the English Bitcoin contest, for the first place, we have Williams Adebowale. And for the second place position, we have Lashirim Sujet Singh. And for the third place, we have Ki Piao. Okay, we have Ki Piao from the New Zealand. All right, guys, for the French Bitcoin contest, we have the first place as Doua Ulay Bedin. And for the second place, we have Bederic. And for the third place, we have Guy Kessi Rufin. Okay, congratulations, guys. So, and also for the Tagalog Bitcoin contest, we have the first place as Airtime Best Offer. I think this should be a company. And for the second place, we have Ace Fleischer. And for the third place, we have Marilu Brau. Congratulations. And for the Hindi Bitcoin contest, we have for the first place at Abdul Sata. And for the second place, we have Dichi Choma Victor. And for the third place, we have Vijay Kumar. Congratulations. And for the Bangla, we have first place as Jeff Mard. And for the second place, we have MD Ismail. And for the third place, we have Mugurarua Johnson. Okay, guys, you have to pardon me if I don't pronounce your name very well. So we have analyzed the results of this Bitcoin contest and have found that the TBC members in Nigeria led the whole TBC community in retention with 82 contestants and 292 renewals last week. 39 countries had 490 contestants last week out of the full-timer database, which has 10,623 members in it. Ivory Coast, India, Philippines, Zaire, Cameroon, Bangladesh, South Africa, Uganda, Burkina Faso, Ghana, Italy, New Zealand, Papua New Guinea, Rwanda, Congo, Togo, Burundi, Cambodia, and Benin were all strong contestants. So we are having some external noise. I'm going to mute. I'll have to mute some people. I'm getting a lot of noise here. Okay. So guys, make sure that you mute yourself if you are just coming in new, okay? So that we do not have external noise. Okay, so Benin were all strong contestants last week with double-digit and triple-digit numbers. We want to thank all of those that made an effort to renew last week. This is a brand new week, and you have another chance to win a week from now. We also have 1,686 merchants now, of which 378 are admin reviewed and have qualified for the merchant promo. And as that number grows, it will be easier to share TBC with others. We also are looking for more send button hosts to cover the other languages such as Russian, Greek, Japanese, Spanish, German, and Italian, since we are seeing good growth there. All right. If you have not updated your CleanCash back office profile to be listed in the full-timer database, you should do that now so that we can recognize your recruiting efforts for you and your country. You need to update your profile to full-timer to collect Bitcoin bounties So yes, new members need to get 2 paid signups before they can see the Bitcoin bounty menu under the account area of CleanCash back office. They can collect the Bitcoin bounty even on their first 2 paid signups that they needed to qualify as a full-timer. We have 5 Bitcoin contests happening right now: English, Tagalog, French, Hindi, and Bangla. If you didn't follow the instruction last week to change your language by placing the correct keyword into the send button meeting of the language you want to switch to, then you will be in the default language, English, this week. In order to switch to a different language for next week, you have to go into the bottom of the profile page of CleanCash back office and make that change this week, right? So guys, always make sure that you mute yourself, because if you don't mute yourself, I'll be forced to remove you out of this forum. TBC leaders may be starting to feel overwhelmed with all of the new members that have come in recently. Active new members already outnumber active old members by about 30 to 1 right now. Old members are those that have been active ever since before we started the admin credit promo back in August. We need all active members to take some personal responsibility for their personal referrals, especially the newest referrals. This is not a sign up people and leave them to themselves to figure out what we are doing in the TBC community. Getting 2 admin credits a week for a regular active member is balanced if each of you take the time as part of the job to teach these 2 new members each week how to get off to a fast start. After you register a new member in the CleanCash website, lead them over to the TBC009 wallet website and have them register there too. That way, they will get the gift of 250 Kringle coin right away. Then teach them how to use the admin credit to sign up their first 2 people on their first day so that they will get the 24-hour rapid reward worth over $1 million in TBC. Then tell them to duplicate that so that they can collect the 48-hour rapid reward worth over $10 million. They are on a timer after all. Next, show them how to collect and input the keyword for a send button meeting. Since they have signed up 2 new members and have inputted the keyword, show them how to complete their profile. Make sure it is complete and that they have selected full-timer so that they can get paid Bitcoin bounties and so they can participate in the Bitcoin contest. Show them how to use the Bitcoin bounty area of CleanCash back office. Get a firm commitment that they will pay the admin fee on the 1st of each month, and they will pass that advice along to their referrals. Then they will be all set to enjoy paydays on the 1st of each month. All of this should be done within a day or 2 of signing up a new member. Then plug your referrals into your favorite TBC trainer on their YouTube channel. If you follow this pattern as a process, you will fortify your passive residual income in TBC. Personal responsibility is the key. Wow. So guys, join our mass adoption team and received 180 million USD in spendable TBC. Wow. This is huge, guys. This is so huge. So admin is telling us that we have over 35,294 members have joined the mass adoption team so far by simply paying the admin fee. And now we are following the schedule of rewards for joining as stated on the blog post. You have the link. So far, 20,727 have come in using admin's credits. And it looks like most of the old members are going to miss out on getting this promo. So be it. I have an appointment on Tuesday with a very influential person that has an existing following of millions of people. And I believe once he puts the words out on the mass adoption team, it would fill up the rest of the 111,111 spot. So consider this a last warning to all members. Renew your CleanCash back office account now before you miss out in being on this special mass adoption team. So guys, I'll be pausing here and I'll be coming to the Zoom and see some of the leaders and let's discuss, because admin is telling us here that he has an appointment on Tuesday with a very influential person, and these guys this person has lost millions of followers. And admin is saying that he's giving us warning, because when this guy will put out his words out there, many people would not be lucky enough to belong in the mass adoption team. So I'll be taking some people, guys. I'll be taking some people that might want to contribute to this, okay? That might want to contribute to this, please. Just indicate if you want. I don't know if Stephen Coffey is around, and I want him to give us a word on this, what he thinks, because admin is having an appointment with very influential people, a person on Tuesday, and if you don't occupy your spot right now, this person has millions of followers, guys, and imagine if you don't occupy your position right now. It might be too late. It might be too late for you, because when the person give out his words out there, trust me, we are going to miss. So one word for those that might miss, or for those that are still sitting behind the fence. Stephen Coffey, MDS, are you there?
I'm right here. I'm right here.
All right, that's fine.
I tell you, if we miss out on this opportunity, see, some things in life you got to act. You have to act. You can't wait on these things, folks. I don't know whether you understand what's about to happen. Okay. If admin meets with this person that has a following of millions of people,
right?
Do you think February 1, if that meeting go well, and that person meets with just a portion of that millions of people, the rest of that 75, 80,000 of the mass adoption spots will be filled,
right,
before February 1st. It's possible. So even though if a person came into TBC right now, they would not get 30 TBC coins because they didn't get it. They didn't pay their $25 8 grains will go on January 1st.
Right.
But they'll get 18 right now, 17 tomorrow, 16, and then on until it runs out at the end of the month. But they still, I'm just saying, folks, if you got somebody that's new out there that's getting ready to join TBC on your team, or you know someone that you introduce it to, folks, get them plugged in now. Get them plugged in now so they can get their spot.
Right.
Because even if they get 18 TBC coins a day, they can get 30 TBC coins on February 1st, March 1st, April 1st, then on and then on. Yeah. So folks, don't wait on this, because when admin put that little sentence there, folks, right there, admin put that there, folks. I told admin during our broadcast meeting, I saw it before he talked about it, because I saw it early this morning. I said, oh my goodness, I don't know if people see this.
Yeah.
And he highlighted it. I'm telling you, folks, don't sleep on this one.
We shouldn't sleep on it, because Steve, on the first, while some people might, if we don't fill their position this month, on the first, while some people might be having 60 TBC coin in their wallet, some might be having just 30, you know.
Right. You know, when I'm gonna tell you, when I saw that 30, I had never seen a big jump.
Woo.
And did you see that? Did you see how I don't care what amount you had. I don't care what amount you had. Right. There was a big jump just in 1 month. What's going to happen next month and the month thereafter? Do you imagine what December would be for all of us?
Steve, you just realized that looking at the analysis, we already had more than 10,000 signups. Can you see that? For the analysis, this is huge. A big jump. Imagine if one person had to bring two with using their 2 admin credit before we know it.
You know one thing that you did? I remember the training you did last week, and I can't wait to come to it. Again, you know, you talked about the future.
Right.
And I'm telling you, you were right what I'm thinking about all the time. The future. Can you imagine using this for people with jobs that can give them jobs?
Right.
People that's in poverty. Can you imagine paying them with our Crico coin?
Oh my God.
Can you imagine paying for goods and services even more than we're doing it now with this?
Exciting.
Because our coin would be like Bitcoin and Ethereum and Litecoin. It'd be mass adopted.
Yeah. So when we fast forward a little bit and see the big picture, it's just like,
what the fuck, man?
Just like, wow.
Wow. Well, I just want to give somebody else a chance to speak now. So, but thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you so much, Steve. So I don't know if we have any person who wants to contribute something to what we are saying right now. Do we have somebody?
Something? Yeah.
Yes, Madam Cesarina from the UK. Sorry, pardon me if I don't pronounce very well. Cesarina.
That's okay, no problem.
Okay.
I can just say human beings are very complicated people.
You're right.
You tell somebody this is what's going to happen, they can see it in black and white. You get on the 1st of January, you get 30 coins for free.
Right.
They still say, just get you as a wait and see how far it will go. Then, now, look, today is 13th. We're almost half of the month.
Right.
We have not even got half of the 111,000 that admin is looking for. So if we go at that rate, I don't think at the end of the month you'll see 100,000 people. Unless we really put more efforts, we double our recruitments.
Right.
Yeah, that's my view.
Of course, actually, we are actually doing our best, and trust me, it can only take. It can surprise people. It can happen like how can I say it? Like a nap. When you take a nap, when you get up, you realize that something happened, and you can't even explain how it happens. And that is what is going to happen for many people in the TBC community. I strongly believe, my instinct does not tell me lies. It's going to happen like a nap. So it doesn't matter what number we have now. I keep telling them, it doesn't matter. You just get to one morning, 30,000 people bringing one person each, and before you know it, we have doubled the number, and that's final. It might just take 3 days or 1 week, and that's final. So you, okay, guys.
That's my prayer.
Before we continue with our discussion, let me quickly go to the blog and let us exhaust what the admin has put in place together for us. Okay, let's quickly look at the blog. So the mantra, TBC Mass Adoption 2020. That's what we are going. And of course, what happens when? Okay, what happens when 111,111 mass adoption team is trained? Let's think this through. Okay, let's come back to what people are thinking. When 111,111 TBC members are on the mass adoption team, follow the Help Wanted scripts, they will each send a 2-word invitation, Help Wanted, to 100 of their Facebook friends every day. Okay, so guys, I think we are having some external noise. People should mute themselves, right? People should mute themselves as they come in, right? So that we do not have some noise. Thank you. All right, so let's share and go back. So admin is saying that they will all send the 2-word invitation, Help Wanted, to 100 of their Facebook friends every day. Think about that. 111,111 times 100 equals to 11,111,100 Help Wanted invitation sent out daily, which is 333 million. Okay, sorry. 333,333,000 Help Wanted invitation a month. Do you think these numbers will lead to mass adoption? What about when the 111,111 mass adoption team is fully trained? Okay, is fully trained to bring on 1 merchant a week each. That will be 444,400. Okay, 444,444 merchants joining TBC a month. 444,444 divided by 200 countries, equivalent to 2,222 merchants per country added monthly. Doesn't that make TBC more spendable? Isn't what every division wants? Open your eyes, do the math. We need a well-paid team to build TBC. And finally, the mass adoption team promo will make that possible. Always remember that negativity, which includes questioning what the admin is doing, destroys, while being positive builds, which includes being supportive of the TBC admin and the leaders in TBC. Remember that right now, we are all working very hard to turn all of our active members into billionaires. Woo! Wow, this is so interesting. This is so awesome, guys. Remember that last word. Remember that last word, what admin is telling you here. Okay, we always remember the last word. Negativity will destroy, and positivity, okay, will make us to build. And what I always tell people is that negativity will never put food on the table. Okay, guys, maybe I should take one or two person if you want to contribute something real quick. Please indicate so that you can unmute yourself, and then you have the floor. Who do we have? Who do we have now?
My brother Amber.
Oh, my brother, Mr. Okeke. I missed that guy.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, sir.
Happy New Year to you and family.
Oh, thank you so much. Hope you are doing great.
Well, we thank God. It's been a long while. I was cut off completely by network.
Okay.
But I'm trying to find my way back again.
Great.
It was so long. But thank God, I'm coming back stronger.
Okay.
So I'm very, very pleased, of course, with all that admin has done and is continuing to do.
Right.
Anyone that misses this mass adoption opportunity will only have himself to blame.
Right.
I've always said this, from time. I believe in everything that admin is doing. And so if only we will believe in what admin is doing, we won't have any problems at all.
Right.
But the problem is that a lot of people are still having doubts one way or the other.
Yeah.
Concerning what admin is doing within our community. And they will be the ones to lose at the end of the day. So my strong advice, to every member of TBC community is to hearken diligently to the way admin is leading us. He will not mislead us.
Right.
In 4 years almost, he has led us and we are seeing results. It is not just now that he will change.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's my advice, that everyone should support admin and all the leaders within TBC community so that they will not miss out, so that they will not gnash their teeth and regret at the end of the day.
Right.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you so much, Mr. Okeke, for that great contribution. Let me also take Mr. Anan. Anan, please, are you there? Unmute yourself and you go ahead.
Yes, MB, I would like to say some few things about this statement admin made regarding the influential person that he made. And the key word is that admin is warning all the members of the TBC society right now to wake up.
Right.
He's warning them because he knows that there are tons of people that we have as referrals that have few coins or even less than TBC coin. Mm-hmm. So this is a warning and it's time for us to wake up. Thank you.
You are very correct. You are very correct. Thank you for that short, brief, and wonderful contribution. Mr. MDS, right on, sir.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, concerning this mass adoption, it's a serious pity. To me, sometimes I see the people that they were given out of the village and they have not really recognized or know what this mass adoption is all about. I traveled to Kwara State on Friday.
Wow.
From there, I jumped to or your state, Ogomosho. Do you know when I sit with some prince in the palace there,
Right.
and then there are some old women are there. These are village people who see something.
Mhm.
When I begin to tell them the opportunity available for them now from the admin and this mass abduction going on this year, could you believe that a woman for that matter, that don't even know how to handle Android phone, she was asking for mass adoption. She was willing for the mass adoption that she would like to be part of that.
Wow.
The woman does not even know, but because I explained what it is to them, I let them to know that this thing given to them, it is money. And as it is now, actually, they have been spending it now, but the time is coming that it will be fully spent. Now we are working toward the time, but this is the time for everyone to have it with them. Once you have it with you first, then the next thing, after that has been done, the people that is needed, the system needed is completed. Then the next thing, it will be a stage whereby you will be spending it to get anything you want. And I told the elder ones, I said, Mama and Papa, you may not have much interest because you may look at your age, but we are delivering this message to you for your children. You are to call your children if they are far away. It is something you can tell them that, okay, people came from Lagos to discuss this thing with us, so please get in touch with them. Now, the people there, they were seriously admire this mass adoption. Then, how much more the people that you say you are not a village boy, you are not a village girl, your eyes are open, yet you can't even know the importance and the benefits of this mass adoption. This morning, as I'm going to my office this morning, I branched a store. I began to discuss with the woman, the owner of the store, about the TBC and the mass adoption. The woman was asking, I spent like 1.5 hours there. She was asking different type of questions. After I explained to her about the mass adoption, how the merchants can make use of TBC to sell any amount you can collect and so on about TBC. Do you know that this woman was, since this year, I've been telling this woman about TBC. Today was the day that the woman was very convinced. She was totally convinced that, okay, I think it is now, this thing is getting more interesting. Now, watch something. When I started it then, when they knew me, they don't see anything, nothing attracts them, because they don't see it in my life then, when I first started it. But because I keep on with it, I never give up, no matter the challenge, no matter the discouragement that is coming from the people, I keep on moving on. But now today, they cannot see the result in my life. And now when I speak today now, they listen to me and think about it and take steps about it, because they can see that truly this thing I've been saying, yes, it is true that God is good. So this thing, you know, sometimes I look at people, the way people talk. Sometimes people look at 1 billion people and 1 billion, forget about 1 billion people. If you are looking to that, you will totally miss it.
Right.
What concerns you is that, okay, it's for me to make sure that I share this digital gift with the people. I let them know what it's all about, and then you keep on doing what it's necessary for you to do to contribute to the community. By what? Educate yourself, pay your monthly admin fee, and so on. Then share the gift with others. That is it.
Thank you so much, Mr. MDS, for that wonderful contribution. You are great. Congratulations again for the progress that you are doing so far. So we shall be taking one last person before Professor Solo. I think Musa wanted to say something. Musa, are you still there? And you want to say something real quick? Because we don't want to abuse the time. Musa, are you there? Okay, if we can have Musa real quick, let's take Mr. Feng Jia. Mr. Feng, you have 30 seconds.
Well, I used to say that, thank you, Mr. Mbe, for the great work you're doing. I used to say that, you know, admin has left the job of building TBC to us. He has done the job of creating the coin, and it is our work, you know, to to spread it and distribute it. But I'm amazed. Admin is meeting an influential person who has access to millions of people. It says a few things to me. The warning he's giving, he still has the heart for everyone who has been part of TBC before. He has the interest at heart. And then also the fact that admin is meeting somebody, he's not saying he's meeting somebody so that the person will just pay for the rest of what is in his wallet. But he's saying he's meeting somebody who has access to millions of people.
Mhm.
Admin has the interest of the masses at heart. And so, I will appeal to old TBCians, whoever has a coin or less than a coin, even if you have more, pay and enter this team A of mass adoption team. That would be my advice.
Great.
Yes.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for that
Thank you
great
very much.
advice. And we shall be taking the last person here, Professor Solo from the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Thank you, Mr. Mbe. God bless you. I have very few words to add here.
Right.
One is that I want to stand on the podium where that last gentleman spoke about. That is the old TBCians.
Right.
Admin really loves them. That is why he's sounding this note of warning.
Mm-hmm.
You see, it's not only when you don't have up to a coin, even when you have hundreds of coins. Don't forget that if you are a member of the mass adoption team, a number is attached to you.
Right.
People should not overlook. You see, admin is a very humble man and he goes gradually to let people in. But before you know it, he will explode and then it is already late.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have those hundreds of coins and you are not active, you are not doing anything, without a number, those your coins will be of almost no use because time may get, there may be, we'll get to the time when if you are not in the mass adoption team, you cannot effectively transact businesses because you have no number.
Mm-hmm.
So people should please pay attention to admin and try to reason a little bit deeper. Sitting on the fence and taking a TBC as an investment is a very wrong thing. TBC is not an investment where you sit down and let it accrue interest and you collect your interest. No. Even when we get to the promised land, we are going to trade on equities, no giving out money on interest base. This came last time, Ms. Ambe brought it up. So people should please contact our old members. Admin has very much love and regard for them, that they should quickly jump into the mass adoption team now before it gets too late. Thank you very much, Ms. Ambe. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Professor Solo, for that wonderful conclusion. And of course, guys, we are at the end of our meeting, and we will not go without giving you the keyword of the day. I'm very sure nobody can guess this keyword, not even Stephen Coffey, I guess. And of course, the keyword of the day is united. So let's unite to build our one mass adoption team up to 1 billion people together. So guys, the keyword of the day is united, okay? So that's
wow. But it started, he did it to me again. He does it to me every week, folks. He does it to me every week.
So guys, we are signing off for today. But of course, don't forget, we have our training. It's a kind of discussion training. I call it discussion training, a kind of talk show, very exciting. I'll be there. I'm sure my dear brother Stephen Coffey will be there at exactly 8 p.m. West African time. That is in about 3 hours from now. We are 6 p.m., 7, 8, no, in 2 hours, I think. This is 6 p.m. here, almost a few minutes to 6 p.m.
Yeah, please send me the link like you normally do, if you get a chance, okay?
Get to the link, and if you want to be my guest on that show, you want to join us with Professor Solo and the rest. These are seasoned business people. Don't forget that Steve is a seasoned network marketer, and he knows a lot. He has done a lot of trainings with people in the world. So You can't afford to miss this kind of training. It's a kind of talk show on TBC, but it all involves training and expanding your mind. Okay, guys, it is on that note that we want to call it off for today. Don't forget to join also our Facebook page known as TBC Pay the Rally. Okay, we love you so much, and we look forward to have you again next week, same time. Bye-bye. Bye.